多分高級だな。
なんか思えない。
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
ほら、
で
天井的バラード。どう？ほら、そうやん。出してしもたな。ちょっとグラスゴーが気になりますけど。
すごいね。
うん。本当にいたのかな？いた。
いっぱい出た。
10から5番目が。
So I got in the car and I drove.
走り出した。
And just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I
喧嘩し
could.
てるかな？
When I finally stopped,
あ
I
あ。
was all the way up in Glasgow.
グラスゴーって何？
I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
モテるかな？なんか金曜日っぽいね。なんか、サイモンもその日に死んでるっぽい気がする。
そうだね。喧嘩して、
Yes.
そうだね。
グラスゴーに行き
I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back.
誰に
誰に出たのかね。この次の動画でもう時計見てるよね。あ、彼の時計だわ。
あ、やっぱそうだね。
次ちょっと時計って入れてみる？
そうだね。
まあとりあえず見ようか。
これもうグラスゴー
No, I don't think so.
いないと思う。
Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
閑散としてたから。怪しい人はいませんでしたかみたいな話かな。
いないと思う。
いなかったって言わないな。いないと思う。
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty,
タクシーにぶつかった？
結構な。
badly, and I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on
い
me.
や、当たり前だろう。
But when I told him I was
妊
pregnant,
娠してるという心配
he
で。
made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
本当に妊娠してるのか。
あ、この時に言ってるね。
でも古い動画が出てなかったね。
そうだ。時計はあそこで終わってたの。
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered.
あ、やっぱ
We'd
赤ちゃんい
helped
たん
each
だ。
other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone.
Yeah.
We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi.
Yeah.
And we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us so we could then disprove it rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch
これだいぶもう
to make sure the alibi stuck.
自白？
だよね。お？
お、今一瞬ね、
誰かが見えましたね。え？
これちょっとセッションに保存ってしてみる？なんかこれだいぶ確信に迫る。
そうだよね。待って、地下室とかなんかもうバンバン言ってたけど、入るかな？入った。何があったんだ？誰の死体があったんだ？
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I
やっぱ袋
think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
これは嘘ついてるね。嘘つき中という。
そうだね。まだ。
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
お葬式。サイモンの葬式かな。
なんか、血がすごいいろんなとこについてるみたいな感じで書いてあったけど。
知って入れてみる。いっぱい出る。出すぎるかな。
出すぎて最初のしか出ないと思うけど。
そんな気がするね。
いっぱい出たけ
い
どね。
っぱい出ましたね。7個かでも。
うん、7個か。
okay.
では、
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
血液検査の話？
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood.
すごい指輪触るな、この人。さっきからず
It's
ーっ
probably the
と。
worst thing that's ever happened to me. From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake.
誰の誕
Children
生
sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway.
日この人のかな？
And Simon gave me his
プレ
present,
ゼントをくれた。
which I didn't
Oh, yeah.
mind.
誕生
And
日。
after that, we talked about the
じゃあ
baby.
の話をして喧嘩になった。
Turned
ほら、
into a big
金曜日だ。
うん
これ、
Simon left.
誕生日だ
I。was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
うんうん。で、グラスゴーに行ったんだ。で、子供がいる。え、産みたくなかったのかサイモン・スミスは。いや、まあ、でも、まだ、この人が犯人っぽいから、鵜呑みにできないんじゃないですか。
うん。父が
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room.
え、いつ
床に横たわっていた。
His throat had been
喉
cut. There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
地下室の話だよね、これ。
3時に死んでいた。おっと、また顔が出た。なんか真に迫るところを行くと顔が出るのかな。
一応顔が出たら入れとこう。ね。何入れようか。
赤ちゃんとか子供とか。
この人たち赤ちゃんって言ってた。子供っつってた。どっちだっけ？赤ん坊っつってた。
赤ちゃんって13個出たね。
見てよ。
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
ちょっと寒い。
はいよ。
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's
バラ
generosity.
ティアの社員になったの。
We
もとも
moved
と
in
先
with
生
his
だ
mum
ったの
and
か、
dad.
最
They
後。
had a spare room for us
う
and
ー
the
ん。
baby.
あ、
It came.
友住
It was a nice change.
あー、
Time
実
to
家暮らし
myself,
暮らし、
living there
二
for
世
those
帯住宅。
months, full of hope.
多いね。
うん。
だってサイモンがいないことを、だから、 電話して帰ったのか。
ああ。
サイモンはいないけど、お父さんお母さんがいる家に電話して帰ったのか。
なるほど。
実家暮らしだ。
ちょっと分かったね。
うん。
1984
何が
was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
赤ちゃんを失い夏
It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just
死体はひどい状況。
awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police,
二人で亡くな
a
ったか
forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat.
多い昆虫学習。
It's just
なんか来てひどい体験だった。え？両親じゃないよね。このサイモンの両親じゃなくて、母さんの両親が死んだ話かな。
1984年に赤ちゃんを失うって書いてあったね。
どういうこと？もう昔に一人亡くしてるってこと？
そういうことになるのか。ダグとエレノア。ダグ。
言ってたね。6個中の5個か。
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them. I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been
生きてる。
pressure.
やっぱり。やっぱこっちの方のお父さんお母さんか。
うん。サイモンの両親は生きてて一緒に暮らしてるのかな。
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, you know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front.
年違うの？
年上なんかね。
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes.
シガレッ
When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage. And she still has a secret like that.
エレノアで入れてみようか。
うん。
なんか今、エレノアの話してたからな。
うん。1個ぐらい出んじゃん。
1個出た。
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day.
1日1回はエレナと。
It's more just
おお。
あ、親戚だ。
特に話すことがあるわけじゃないけど。で、レアもん見っけちゃうんだよ。何か聞いてないな。
ラグニエレノア。妊娠とか。
妊娠、でも赤ちゃん出てきそうだな。
ちょっと入れてみていいかね。
いいよ。
おっと、
パリパリ出てきた。
13個。
I got pregnant.
3つ。
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
ああ、昔？
ぽいね。
待って、これ、サイモンじゃないっぽくない？
サイモンじゃない人との間に子供ができてきたけ
死
ど、っ
んで、だな。
I lost
てい
the
う
baby.
ことかね。
I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
あ
We carried on living at Simon's parents until
お、
That was only a few
の
months
両親の家
after.
を出たわ。やっぱサイモンの子供なのか。わからない。わからなくなってきた。
また産んだのかな。
ああ、一回失って、
I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
両親の部屋で寝れるっていうのはサイモンの両親の話
っていうことかね。
でいいんだよね。
Yes, I'm fine. Oh, I was sick again. This happened some days.
なんか起きたのか。
I'm pregnant.
座り
It's morning sickness.
おお、
あ
今まさに妊娠中ってことなのか、この人。
座りのとこを見てみたいな。トロフィー出るな。
No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday.
私の誕生日の教えたの金曜日なんですね。やっぱこれ2回目の妊娠だ。で、今の家にはさ、いなくない？お父さんお母さん、サイモン。
家を出たわって言ってるしな。ちょっと時系列が分かんなくなってきたぞ。
誰に電話して帰ったんだ？グラスゴー行った後。入れてないけど、入れたとて、出るかななんか。出た。軽く出ましたね。
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
喧嘩しちゃって。
赤ちゃんのことで揉めたとか言ってたもんね。
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present.
気に入らなくて。
Present.
何？
嫌だな、それ。
プレゼント聞いてみる？何もらったのよ。
何もらったんでしょうね。
なんだろう。あれかな。写真立てかな。
いいじゃん。
俺は高校の頃写真立てを出してね、突き返されたよ。
It wasn't a present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
なるほど。
鏡ですよね。
鏡って。
あ、そういえば鏡が割れてたっつだね、地下室で。
ちょっと入れてみようか。
後からちょっと鏡のあれでファッてやられたんだよ。
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up.
タトゥー
They say you can have one cup.
タトゥーもちょっと気になりますね。
タトゥーと鏡と。
誕生日に入れたっつだね、
もう一回見てもらっていい？
Mm.
8年前。
About 8 years back.
1年くらい前に
It was a present to myself.
プレゼントとして。
I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have one cup.
あ、今もしてるんだもんね。これはなんだ
57秒、そこそこの長さだ。
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes,
変装して
pretended to be me.
誰が？
誰が
They talked. She'd enjoyed being
双子
me.
説。
He said he wanted to be with
私と
me.
一緒になりたいと言って
Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique
別
present.
人だと分かった上でもう一個
She
の
went
鏡を渡した
crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just
ほら
swung it
ほら
round.
ほらほらほら
She cut his throat clean open.
ほら
She'd only meant to scare him off.
顔が出るね。
おお。そうして
どんどん儒教していく。まあやっぱ鏡はもうでももうだいぶ出たよね、鏡の情報。
出てたね。
うん。でも鏡がなんかすごいサイモンにとってもキーらしいね。
うん。
出るわな。
出るわな。13個。
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
子供かな。
It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live
ハ
at
ナっ
31
ていう
Gladstone
の。
Street.
ハナ・スミス。ハナ・スミス。
あ、この人の名前か。
ハーさん。
ちょっともう一回見て。綴り。H-A-N。
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
なあは。
It's palindrome.
H-A-N-N。
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical,
対
but
象じゃ
well,
ないか
you
開
get
発
the
した
idea.
よ。で、
Sorry.
関係ない話よね。
Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
ブラッドストーンストリート。
ハナっていうのハーさんよ、本当に。ハナ・スミス。
スミス。
すごい、いいとこついたっぽいね。これなんか
His body did not real.
まだ、魂だけど。
His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses.
あ、メガネなのこの人。
とても熱いメガネを持ってるんだ
He doesn't always wear.
へえ。
なるほど。
なるほど。
サイモンは浮気し
The mirror.
鏡
I can't remember.
覚えてないわ。
I put it somewhere safe.
確かに
Upstairs, I think.
あったかな。
Haven't looked at it since.
あんま真に迫る話ではなかったね。花。花って言ってみようか。ちょっと。まずこっちから。
うん。
ない。
うん。やっぱハナだな、これ。ヒッ
おっと、なんかぐっ
ト。たりし
たりしてて
ぐったりして。なんだ
なんだ
眠たいのか。3時だぞ。なになになになにハナ、ハナ。え、二人いんの本当にスミスは。ハナさんは。
なぜイブのことなんか話す
え
の？重人格？
いや、イブ・スミスがいるんじゃないの
ここに来てちょっとイブかわいそうなサイモン。
あ、今誰もいないと思ってたんだ。
油断しまくってた。
んだ。えなんかイブって昔に言ってたよね。
うん
昔、ライブに、なんか
ボブ・ディランのライブに行ったけど、イブのせいにして、私は両親から怒られなかった。
今イブ出るってことは、未だにイブはなんかあんのか
花のふりしてたのがイブだってね。彼女は私のウィッグをかぶって、みたいな。私のふりをして彼を待っていたわ。イブが犯人。
Yes.
何これ
My name is Hannah Smith.
お名前は
Oh.
スミス。
Shit.
あ、しまった。
Sorry.
イブス、イブ・スミスなんじゃないの本当に。
イブスミスか。
嘘本当にイブ・スミスなんじゃないの
Sorry って何？
そう、私はイブ・スミスだったわね。もう分かってんだよね、みたいなね。
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
これはあれか
When Hannah was born,
あ、
I was born at the
Oh.
same time.
本当にイブ・スミスだ。
スやんけ。
I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
おっと、また顔。
いつも見逃す。イブ・スミスっていうか、もしかしてこの動画の中にイブとハナが入り乱れてる
かもね。
だよね。この時はイブなんだ。じゃあこれイブだ。これはイブなんだ。で、この時はハナの話ばっかりだからイブだ。
うん。
ずっとイブずっとイブなの。
どの辺から花とイブが？
じゃあハナはどこ行ったの？
She recognized me from the window.
私に私を発見。
She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there.
ということ
No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
誘拐？
イブで入れてみるちょっと。
もう確信に迫っちゃいそうな気がするけど。本当にイブ・スミスだった。すげえな。当たるか、これが。
ね。
あ、これイブだわ。花のふりをしたイブだわ。
Well, my friend Eve.
ほら。
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid.
イブ
She was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it.
自分の
I mean, really hate her sometimes.
花死んでる？
そんな話なのこれ？
そういう話じゃないの？
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill
出
her
ますね。
and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
これは？
これは顔出そう。
My mother called me Eve.
母は私をイブと呼んだ。保存する。
イブ・スミス
スミス
はないか。
いや、まあ、入れるだけ入れてみる。
入れてみようか。イブって言うけど、イブ・スミスかもしれんしね。あ、そうだね。私はハナ・スミス。しまった。の後にイブ・スミスって言ってるかもしれない。イブ・スミス。来い！
ないか。
じゃないか。なんだろう。フローレンスって何？
助産婦ですよ。
あ
Florence took me home with her.
私を連れて帰った。
Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby.
あ
I guess she was just
なる
happy
ほ
for
ど。
Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
双子だったんだね、花とイブは。
あ。
で、フローレンスは 片方持ってっちゃったんだ。死んじゃったよっていう嘘ついて。
あ
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
あ。あ、イブ
It
か。
wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the
い
road.
つも私と同じ顔やでって。
うん。
I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
鏡、鏡、鏡。
She was me.
あれさっき鏡で検索してこれ出なかったよね。
だから、その、5個しか出ないからってことじゃない。
そっか。
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken.
どこかこ痛そうだよな。
まあ、そう
When I
な。
found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin
缶
with other stuff in it. Older papers,
何
letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there.
何の過去
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children,
うん
planned to have a large family. But her husband died in the war.
うん。
And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then.
どうしても子供欲しかったのか
Being
な
married for life, and she felt she could never marry again.
双子が生まれた時に片方
I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
いや、イブは、でもイブと、その後、若い頃に全然普通に会ってるもんな。
あ、だよな。
うん
なんか、一緒にコンサート行ったとか。
バレちゃうんじゃねえの
It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
あっという間に根本をついてしまった気がするな。
殺人に関してだよね、でも、知りたいのは。
これゴールあんのか
それな、
なねえ。
エンディングがあるのかどうかが。何をもってエンディングとするんだろう。
エンディングって入れる。なんだろうね。でもなんかもう昔のことは大体分かったよね。
そうね。
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up
一
our
緒に
own
いるな。
stories.
結構。
いますね、これ。
ガンガンいますな。
同じ顔同士が。
これはもう両親だけ知らないってことか。
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean,
他のも
could
の。
they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
ラプンツェ
毛の話後がちょっと聞きたいの。
ル。ラプンツェルってのが気になる。
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
Eh?
I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows.
ありえ
We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork from them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
なんか毛と人形の家どっちかヒットすると。
人形の家。
なんか人形の家がすごい出てきてるから、多分事件に関係あったんだろうね。そのおばあちゃんの2階の屋根裏にあった人形の家がなぜここにあるんだよ。んでは毛。誰の毛？ラプンツェルってあれだよね。女王様。女王様だっけ？王女様。
Simon is 6 foot,
誰だ？
darkish blonde hair, average build.
ひげは
He's clean shaven.
サイモンの特
サイモンか。
If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And what a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
ダークブロンドの毛が人形、その屋根裏にあったんじゃないだからなんでこんなとこにサイモンの毛がつって。
もう一回ちょっとこれ、ダークブロンドの毛。
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair,
あ、こんなんだ。
average build, ginger hair.
おー
Holiday in Rome.
ダークブロンドですね。これなんだ
It's Rapunzel.
また出た。
やっぱ
Story
人形の絵
starts
だ
when
これ。
she's born.
魔女のゴーテルによって両
Mother
親
Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's
絵の話は
but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
あのさ、
うん。
なんか、サイモンがさ、プレゼントに出したさ、鏡がさ、
うん。
なんか、お嬢様で、なんか、お姫様みたいな、お遠野みたいなの言ってなかったっけ
どっかでそんなこと言ってたか
で、その後に口論になったよ、みたいな話で、あれ
What kind of hairs?
偶然かななんか、じゃあ入れてみようか。その毛を。なんとかブロンド。
ダークブロンド。
何の毛って言ったらダークブロンドって言ったんじゃないその後に。ブラウンだっけブロンドだっけ多分出るよ。出ねえラプンツェルで入れてみる
ラプンツェル。
お腹空いてきちゃった。
マジか。
おう、出た。
出たね。
ラプンツェル。
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
なんで見せたの警察はこれを。なんかあったのかな考える。
Did I pass?
合
Sorry, I
格
messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff.
何こ
Do you
れ
need me to do that card again?
カードをやるカード
この時はでもまだ取り調べじゃないもんね。
もう一度カードをやるって何
一度カードをやる。
このことかな
タロット
え
わからん。カードとかタロットで入れてみようか。
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale.
これ、花ス
The
ミス死んでる
illustrations
説を
had thin tracing paper over them to protect them.
私
They
は
were
歌
in
う。
colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and
うん
flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures.
なんかその本の話とか、
Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
いけないか。
もっとなんか、どこをえぐりたいのだ。ヘレンの話って聞いたっけ？
いや、ヘレンって入れてみる？
入れてみる？
これでもロックな情報出ないと思うよ。ザ・ロックはそんな関わってないんじゃないのこれ。
1個出た。
1個出たね。
なんだろう。
12秒。
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
ブロンドの女が好きなの？
ああ、
もしかして髪が落っこってなくてブロンド？
入れてみよ
わかんねえけど。実はダークブラウンは、魂？お！ 1 個入った。
う。ギターの前になんか出てるね。
ブロンドの髪の女の子って歌知ってる？
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
ウィッグ？
Have you looked at the cat flap?
猫の入り口。
新しいのが出たね。
ウィッグ？
ウィッグ入れてみよう。
うん。音楽が出始めた。ウィッグ？何？ヘレンになりすました。お！
おっと、
イーブ・スミスなんじゃないの？
イーブ
ヘレンが。
スミスか。
いや、ヘレンがイーブ・スミスなんじゃない？
え？
なんで？
The wig. You mean? But what type of wig?
どういうタイプ？ウィッグが起こってたんですよ。どんなタイプの？それがブロンド系なんで。
No, I've never worn a wig.
あなた
What kind of
好きなんですか？家つけたことなんてないわ。やっぱりなんか、イブ・スミスが、イブ・スミスじゃねえよね、よく考えたら。結婚してねえもん。サイモンと。
名字は確かにな。
そうだよな。イブはヘレンだったんだね。
イブは、すごい説だね、それ。
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his
だからやっぱ
parents.
これイブだね、今ね。
There was no way I could follow,
また別々
so
で
we
行
were
く
separated again.
こっからウィッグがどう出てる？
I stayed in the attic.
屋根裏に残ってる。
でも
まだいるの？
It's like I suddenly didn't
イ
exist.
ブの話だね、これ。
うん。
I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
目を警戒してウィッグをかぶるようになったんだ。
Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
ほら
公園で会ってる。
I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers,
ほら
drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways.
ヘレンなんじゃねえのこれ。
マジで？
I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed
え、
us.
全部裏切ってた花よ。
I had to stop when one of the guys
ケ
gave me
ー
an
ブルを
STD.
伝えたのを機に私も諦めたけど。
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter.
そう態度も良くて健康的。
If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible,
うん。
and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
え
3人で暮らしてたの。おーっと思った顔。
屋根裏に地下室に
放送しようか。
あ、そうね。すごいな。
This was 9, about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and
あ、
so
花がめっちゃ
angry.
怒ってた。
The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued,
あ
cried,
んた
we
のせいで
fought. I hit her back, left
私
a
は彼女を
bruise.
殴った。
I had my wig on from performing and she
彼女は私の
tore
リ
it
ュックを
off.
ちょっと取った。あ、で怒った。
Eventually, we grew tired of
疲
fighting
れ
and
てて、
I left.
どこに一緒に住んでたんじゃないの？
謎が深まった。
やれろそんな説明なしにできるかちょっと俺思ったんだけど、これちょっと当たってたら拍手してほしいんだけど、あのね、この動画の時に、なんか変な雑音が入ってんだよ。
雑音
気づかなかった？あ、これで嘘、ダメだったらすげえ笑いもんだけど、雑音が聞こえたのよ。ここでよくわからん。
This was 9, about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry.
こっちだ。これで、
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
ここら辺かな？
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, and one of the guys gave me an STD.
こっち側から。
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection.
声が入ってる。
She didn't
これさ、
うん。
猫いるんじゃない？さっき猫の入り口は見たとか言ったから猫連れてきてんじゃねえの今。
猫と猫の入り口。まず猫で。
猫だね。ほらすごくね俺猫が関係してんだって、すごくね
よく気づいたね。
ただ猫いるかわからないけど、ただの偶然かもしれんけど、猫反応があったよ。すごくね
猫